Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about how a cell functions and what particularly happens when you consume horrible, toxic food, and what happens specifically to those cells when you eat these specific foods, okay? So let's break it down real quick. I have a drawing of a cell right here. Now, a cell gets its nutrients and its food from it gets it from oxygen, all the liquids that we consume. It really helps it reproduce because we have trillions of cells in our body. Okay, so we have food, oxygen, and nutrients. Now the food is divided up into two portions. You have the macronutrients and you have the micronutrients. Now the macronutrients are your proteins, your carbs, your fats, and things like that. And your micronutrients are your vitamins, your minerals, your trace elements, all the things you're supposed to get from the earth, okay? Now a lot of people don't get these nowadays because they're eating processed foods. Okay, now the next thing is oxygen. Now if we're getting quality oxygen, if we're taking in quality water, if we're taking in liquids, if we're taking in proper liquids that don't have synthetic vitamins, that don't have synthetic sugars and things like that, our cells reproduce properly. Okay, so the whole thing is our cells get the energy from those specific ingredients. Now if we don't consume the right ingredients or the proper things, the cells are going to be able to reproduce and exert the energy that is necessary for our body to function properly. Okay, so let's just break it down. Okay, so food. If you're taking in crappy food, if you're taking in proteins that are not healthy for you, if you're taking in proteins that are are fed with specific antibiotics and things like that, that's going to be harmful for your body. If you're taking in refined carbohydrates, that's going to be bad for your body. If you're taking in processed carbohydrates, that's going to be bad for your body. If you're taking in fats that are man-made, that's going to be bad and it's not going to fuel your cell properly. Okay, now if you're taking in vitamins that are synthetic, that aren't real, that are in vitamin water and things like that, you're going to not be able to reproduce your cells as best as they can. And lastly, if you're not taking in the proper salts, the proper minerals, your body is not going to be able to reproduce, or the cells aren't going to be able to reproduce properly. Okay, and lastly, if you're drinking sodas, if you're drinking Gatorades, if you're drinking these type of things, your cells aren't going to be able to reproduce properly, and they're gonna really take a toxic load. They're going to be dehydrated. They're going to have a lot of problems because your cell, you consume all these artificial ingredients, your cell's going to be like, wait, what is all this stuff you're putting and trying to fuel me with? It's going to take time to produce those particular ingredients because number one, it doesn't know what it is, and number two, it's gonna take longer for them to reproduce, and they're gonna come out. The cells are gonna come out, not as good as they could possibly come out. Okay, now once you have a cell and you put in all these ingredients, so if they're healthy ingredients, they're gonna come out healthy. They're gonna excrete ATP and ADP, and they're actually gonna have a lot. That's the energy that they excrete. Now they're also going to obviously going to have byproducts and waste, which are water, carbon dioxide, things like that. Okay, now also this energy and this cellular fuel that it receives, or this fuel that the cell receives, this is going to be this helps us with everything in our body. All this energy that we get from this particular cell helps us with digestion, it helps us with circulation, helps you with tissue repair, helps you with growth, it helps you with reproduction, it helps you with respiratory health, it helps you with your entire body. Okay, so if you're putting all these bad things in your body, your cells aren't going to be able to reproduce properly. It's not going to be able to excrete the right energy, and then from there, your digestion, all your functions within your body are going to, hinder. They're going to take the load. Okay, so that is it for today. That is basically showing you at a cellular level what happens to your cell if you guys consume bad ingredients, bad food, and really you guys don't take into consideration what you guys are putting in your body. Okay, so that's all for today. If you guys have any other questions, don't hesitate to leave them right down below, and don't hesitate to rate, comment, and subscribe in this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.